Right, so welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We've made it. Podcast. That's right. I can't believe it. We are doing one after I don't know how long. It's been a while though. Anyway, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody for joining us. A big shout out goes out to the guys over at youtube.com. Massive shout out goes out to the guys over at twitch.tv. Apologies for such a long wait before we transitioned into this part of the screen. I was just saying to just crazy. I was just saying to her just now that I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm just trying to continue as we was before. We're just gonna do a quick little mic test on Crazy Holes. So Crazy, let's hear your voice.
Hello.
Perfect. So she's working perfectly fine. So that means, without further ado, let's jump into it. Obviously, before we start, we've got to do a massive shout out to the sponsors because without them, this is impossible. A massive shout out goes out to Cinch Gaming, City Keys, and not forgetting those infamous people over at Racial.com, the T4 Army merchandise, and not forgetting G-Trade.com, G4G, and Streamlabs. Giving us donations, lit love, and Streamline. So if you guys ever want to donate to the live stream, that is the place to do it. Head over to G4G, head over to Streamlabs, drop those dollars, and also not forgetting brand spanking new sponsors, everybody. We got the gaming pad. We've also got Epic Games, everyone. Okay, round of applause to Epic Games. Okay, those crazy people gave me a goddamn supported creator code, even though the game is dying. If you guys are planning to buy your battle pass or anything in the game, use the creator code TOMEE25 and support your boy without even having to lift a finger. It's easily done with the thumbs. That's right, everybody. Anyway, that's the shout outs to the sponsors. Obviously, we got Crazy Holes with us today. She is the guest who has taken it on herself to join and be part of today's little show. Hopefully, we'll have some other people joining us, maybe in the chat. If you guys do want to join us in the chat, please just type in whatever the hell it is you want us to repeat, and we'll most likely repeat it in the chat unless it's derogatory or racially motivated or anything like that. Really, we won't really say, but otherwise, you're all good to go. Angel of Light, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining us. Also, Commander Root over at Twitch. Thank you for joining us. I think I've already shouted him out, but I'm not 100%. Right, so topics for today, everybody. Okay, we've got some interesting ones. Okay, juicy, goddamn topics. I love the juicy ones. The juicy ones are always the best ones. So if you guys haven't realized, we actually have caught up to the news pretty much, but we are still delaying. So then we kind of like backtrack and talk about things that have already occurred. The dust has settled, and now we get to dive into it and actually like what actually ended up happening in the end. That's basically what we do here on this podcast. We're going to be talking about Jake Paul asking his fellow children to follow him, the 9-year-old army, or maybe he has a 10-year-old army, I'm not sure. To follow him to win $100,000 giveaways. That's right, everybody. The giveaway fiasco has gone to money making now. So literally, he's asking people to follow him for $100,000. Do you follow Jake Paul? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, we're gonna be talking about Deen. Do you guys know who Deen is? He's a Muslim. That's what I do know, and he's also a harassing Muslim. So we'll find out all about that. If you don't know about Deen, absolutely hilarious. I mean, I can see what the guy's doing. To be honest with you, it's something I probably would have done. But you kind of get the wrong. You still get attention, but they say there's no such thing as bad press, and I guess that's what he's doing. But you'll hear all about that in a bit. Also, Eugenia Cooney. We're gonna be talking about the most. I don't know how to put this. The most fucked up person in the whole world. I don't know any other way to put it. And also PewDiePie and Minecraft. That's right. The guy, the legend, that is Pewds, has made Minecraft become so popular again that my own fans are telling me to play the frigging game. Okay? Even my kids are saying, Dad, you should live stream Minecraft now. That's what you should do. I mean, I'm like, yo, I don't want to play it. Okay? Leave me alone. But anyway, most likely we might end up playing it at some point. Just to keep the haters at bay. So that's what we're going to be talking about on today's podcast. If you guys want to jump in at any point during the show to give your opinions, please let me know. Either you can join us live, like Crazy Holes has in the Discord chat, or you can just type away, clap, 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 like keyboard warriors. Clap away on your keyboard, drop your comments, and we will be more than happy to share your opinions on today's show. Right. First topic of the day is reported on by The Verge. Hopefully I won't get copyrighted for this. So luxury loot box sponsorships are tearing YouTube apart. Jake Paul and Rice Gum have both been called out over lucrative sponsorship deals. This was on January the 3rd, 2019. So that's how far back in the news we're going to delve into this. I don't know if I should play this video because I reckon Jake Paul will F me up for this. So we're just going to move along. But you get the idea, right? The thumbnail is suggestive. There's a no, that's not even a that's a Rolls Royce Phantom, I think. Also, you got a, what the hell is this? You got a box of goodies, and then you got an iPhone. I don't like iPhone. Also, you got you got hype merchandise. Who gives a shit about that? And then you got Yeezys. That's right. He's giving away the Yeezys, everyone, and a surprise gift: shiny gold, $5,000 cash. That's right. Only Jake Paul. So, some of YouTube's biggest channels are facing backlash from both viewers and other YouTube creators after promoting a form of loot box style gambling with a company called Mystery Brand. Both Jake Paul and Brian Rice Gum Lee have run sponsored videos promoting Mystery Brand, won a $100,000 offer that other YouTube creators said they've also received and turned down. Oh, aren't they just like the most bestest people ever? The sponsored videos show Paul and Lee clicking. I love how they call him Lee. Like all of a sudden they're using his real name. Everyone knows him as Rice Gum, okay, or Super Chink, okay, one or the other. Like no one else knows him as his real name. Clicking on a variety of mystery boxes, looking to win top prizes, much like loot boxes in gaming. The format lets players spend anywhere from $12.99 to $100 on boxes and open them up to win an unidentified prize. Prizes differ from USB cords and fidget spinners to designer clothes, cars, and houses, according to the site. It's a scam, by the way. If you haven't realized. In the videos, Paul and Lee spent thousands of dollars on boxes and winning everything from $4 fidget spinners and $60 Converse sneakers to AirPods and iPhone X's and sneakers worth $1,000. The thumbnails on the creators' videos include expensive items like designer shoes, iPhones, iPads. Videos is titled simply "How I Got AirPods for $4." It's lying. It's fucking lying. What's up, Denny's? You want to contribute to this little podcast today? But 3 days after Lee's video went up, something changed. Within 24 hours, he and Paul were facing call-out videos from Ethan Klein, Cavos, and perhaps most damning, PewDiePie. That's right. If PewDiePie calls you out, dude, you're effed. Who named the sponsorship as a oopsie? Brian Lloyd, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. Please give us your opinion. What do you think? And called promoting the website a bad idea in general, especially considering both Lee and Paul have young fans. Basically, they're pedos. That's what that means. This is a scam. Don't buy it. Don't buy from it. So, all in all, I mean, this was Rice Gum's thumbnail for his video. Again, not gonna click play because I'm sure they will eat my dick. Okay, as soon as I press play on that. Okay, no questions asked, and it's not the kind of nice eating you want to happen. Anyway, so it's a total scam. It's a lot of bollocks. I mean, I'm quite surprised how much The Verge has done an article on this. It's quite long. feel free to check it out on The Verge if you want to read the remaining article. There is quite an interesting thing here which says, following poll in these videos, which have more than 3.5 million views combined, multiple YouTube creators have come out with their own stories involving mystery brand Daniel Keemstar, a pop. I didn't know his name was Daniel. Did anyone know his name was Daniel? Um, a popular YouTube creator and host of Drama Alert tweeted that he was offered $100,000 for a similar sponsorship. While he came close to accepting it, he ultimately didn't, but didn't offer any reason as to why. Suspicion. That's what that is. Okay? Keemstar. You goddamn bitch! Anyway, so I'll be glad to say to you guys, your boy T4 has never ever scammed you. Okay, everything I've always been legit. Okay, no questions asked. Okay, you buy the merch, you get the merch. Okay, ask Tara. You buy the goddamn Fortnite stuff, I get paid. Okay, it's great. Okay, there's no lying. Not like these bitches. Okay, making you open random boxes, and then you might win a Rolls Royce, or you might just win a friggin'. I mean, I'm not even lying. Yeah, I'm not even lying. Okay, you could literally win.
Hey, Apple, man.
Yeah. Look, you could. No, and crazy, and you could even. You haven't taken a picture and sent me on Instagram. Why? Why? Answer me! Right, anyway, so you've also got this. Look, you got this. This is what you could win. You could win this. Okay, you could spend up to $100 and win a cable to charge your shit.
Really?
I mean, how lucky would you feel? You know what I mean? Let me know in the comment down below if you would be happy winning a freaking charging cable for $100, which is about £97 or something. Crazy. So what do you think? Jake Paul, what a face, right? Donald Trump, number 2.
I hate the dude as far as I can throw him.
Why is it everything that they do is so bad? What's up, Bloodluster? What's up, S1 Faker? Why is that?
Because they're just trying to
It's
get
like
attention.
gambling. I mean, Denny says it's like gaming, and yeah, no, Daniel. His name is Daniel, but yeah, I don't know. I just think it's the worst form of gambling. But I don't understand why YouTube isn't stopping things like this from
because
happening.
it's to do with the whole like advertisement revenue.
Yeah, but I just think to myself, like, but they're advertised. It's a sponsored video, one, so they've already got paid to make this video. It's not like they get anything extra that they make is from the views that they get, right? So the Verge is reporting that the combined views of that particular video is 3.5 million views combined. That's between Rice Gum and Jake Paul. If you split that in half, it isn't really that much. I mean, they say anything over 1 million is a viral video, but to be honest with you, I don't think it's like gross. I mean, you look at Shane Dawson doing a video on one of his documentaries. I mean, they did like 50 million views. That's big, okay? That's massive reach. 50 million people watch it. Dude, that's insane. So I would say a lot of people know that these two dickheads are clout chasers and a half and aren't to be taken seriously. But I can understand where people are kind of worried about it's the kids.
The other thing I will say, if it's a mystery bot, how do you know you're gonna get what you're gonna get? What if it's just
that's it. A scam. Exactly right.
What if it's just a random thing?
Could be random. Could be. They could run out of stock. Denny says, I would be the type of boga that would win a USB. Spending $100, right? You'd be spending $100 first, and then discovering that a USB stick ends up in the post. Host Marifel, what's up? Thank you for joining us, dude, as well. Don't forget, guys, if you just join us live, you can actually come and join us in the Discord chat. We are here live and you can be like Crazy House, be a guest, and give your opinion live, and everyone can hear you give your opinion on whatever it is we're talking about. Also, if you're watching us, you can also obviously just drop your comment, and we will read it out for you. But yeah, I mean, I just think with Jake Paul, you just cannot. I mean, look at the face. The face alone, okay, should
He looks
tell
like a
you that
moron.
you can't. It's just absolute retard. He reminds me of Morgs. Have you? Do you guys who know who Morgs is? He's another retard. I accidentally caught my son watching him the other day, and I was like, "Are you watching Morgs?" I took his phone off him. I nearly snapped the thing in half, and I said to him, "Look, okay, there's people in the world you can watch, and there's people in the world you can't watch. Okay, that's the people you can't watch." Because they're retards, okay? I mean, I've never seen. I would love to. I think one day I might just do like a little skit video of what it's like to watch one of these videos, like pretend to be that person, because it's so put on. It's unreal. Say they've got this vape pen to promote, right? They've got to promote this vape pen, right? They'll be like, "Oh my god, you won't believe it! Oh my god, it's amazing! This is the most amazing thing you'll ever see in your life. This is a vape pen. It's so amazing. It glows green when you press the button. Oh my god, it glows green when you press the button." That's just quick little example of what it is. And their faces, they're like this. That's what they're like. That everything is over the top, and for some weird reason, children love it. They like sit there and they're like, oh yeah, I want to get that vape pen. Yeah. I'm only 9. I'm gonna get it anyway. I don't get it. You know what I mean? Look at this thumbnail of Jake Paul. You know what I mean? What the fuck is that? Moron face.
Yeah,
What
'cause
the
they
hell's
know
wrong with these guys?
They know it's gonna grab the kids' attention.
Yeah, but I just don't understand. I'm just like, what the fudge? Kids are so retarded. It's unreal. It's ridiculous. They just don't realize. But they were saying. I mean, it's quite interesting. There was an article that came out. I was listening to it today, from one of the YouTubers that I watch the news from, not Daniel Keemstar Keem, someone else who actually does real news, not drama. But they were talking about, like, apparently kids under the age of like kids, only kids when they turn like 8 or 9 years old, they actually can then realize that what they're watching is either an advert or is actually like say for example, if I said to you guys, "Oh, if you play Fortnite and you use my code 2025, you'll support your boy. You buy something on there, and then I'll get paid for you buying whatever it is." That's not an advert. But if I was to say to you, "Oh, if you download Fortnite and you type in 2025, you get free V-Bucks," that is an advert. You see? There's a difference. But kids apparently below the age of 8 or 9, depending on where their brain is, they can't actually understand that that's an advert that they're watching on TV, or that they're watching, like, especially like these toy channels that there are out there that are showing all of the new toys and whatever. A lot of them will say stuff like, "Thank you to whatever store it is for giving us these toys to showcase." They don't get the fact that they didn't even buy these toys. These toys were actually given to them to show the world. So a lot of the toy channels are going to get shut down most likely because of that, or demonetized, one or the other. But I think it's just really stupid. That like children are watching these, and parents are. I'm telling you, they are so oblivious. Denny says Jake Paul has the most punchable face. And then he says that's called Brian fucks when kids stared at the screen like that. Oh, it's actually called something. Oh, it's actually called something. You know that, Crazy? I didn't know that. Did you know that?
No.
It actually's got a name. It's called Brian fucks. It sounds like a swear. Is that no, brain fucks? That's not like a real thing, is it?
No.
That's not a real thing,
I don't
Dennis.
think so.
I don't think that's a real thing. I think that he's just made that up. That's a great makeup, by the way, because you convinced me for a split second there that was actually a real thing. Brain fucks. Yeah, no, I think he made that up. Upon rereading that, I think he made that up. It's a great name, though. I like it. Uh, but I mean, crazy. I mean, will the what? How do these? Why do these YouTubers like? Why can't I become a successful big channel like these bitches? Why do I have to stay so undiscoverable? And then these guys are doing the most scammiest things ever. I mean, clickbait and a half, and they're growing like there's no tomorrow. I mean, they don't look like they're dying. What's going on?
Yeah, well, it's gonna make other YouTube creators like do the same thing. It's like everyone wants to
It's
jump
like
on the bandwagon
it's like you do it for it's like you either be real and you don't grow, or you jump on the bandwagon and be fake and you're guaranteed success. I
because
don't get it.
it basically, what I see it as is it shows to kids in life you get things by being fake.
Mm.
And then
Is
when
that
in real
because
life,
is that because of the things that they're getting is fakery anyway? Is that why?
probably
Having a really nice car doesn't actually make you happy. It's just a, a
an
facade.
accessory.
Yeah, you know. I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, that's.
I mean,
I don't know. It's
with
just.
like, I've always grown up, you have to work to get what you want.
Yeah.
And they're just getting it by making a little video and showing that they've got hundreds and thousands of millions of cash.
Yeah, yeah.
And this, and that's how
I
I
mean,
see
do
it.
you worry because obviously you having a small kid yourself? I mean, are you worried now, like for your kid, like how?
Yes.
I mean, how are you going to keep them away from stuff? I mean, I'm quite fortunate, I'd say, because of what I do for a job. Um, it kind of like gives me that kind of like access to a world where most people my age, I don't think are completely aware of what's actually happening,
No.
and and their kids are just literally like using all these devices like game consoles, phones, tablets, whatever, and they're watching whatever the hell it is, and
Yeah.
the parents are literally oblivious to what effect that's having on the kid. Um, yeah, Denny's. I'll save the Minecraft till last. That's why it's at the back of the title. But I mean, the thing is, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying. Like like for me, like I heard Morgs's voice. Like I knew who that was just by the voice. But I know a lot of parents probably wouldn't even know whose voice that is. And you know what's really, really frustrating, right? If you ever watch a Morgs video, right, is his parents are in those videos, and they're going along with it. You know, they're playing the role with him. He gets a TV remote, right? And he goes, "What can we pause with this TV remote?" So he gets a TV remote, right? And he goes, "What can we pause?" So he points at his mum while she's pouring milk or juice or whatever, and presses pause on the remote. And apparently, the mum freezes and lets the bloody thing just fucking go everywhere. I mean, what the hell are you? What is that supposed to show someone? What's up, Luke? Thanks for joining us over at Twitch. What is that supposed to show? I don't understand. How is that? That's not reality, man. That's just so dumb. And I just think to myself, like, okay, fine. Morgs is a child. Like, he's young. He's not. He's not like he's. I think he's in his teens still, maybe early 20s, right? But your parents, man, they're the ones with the moral right. They're the one that should be like guiding you, saying to you, this isn't quite the right thing to do. But then I don't know, crazy. I think maybe it's just because they want the views, I don't know.
Of course it is.
But it's sad.
If they don't have much views, they don't get the dosh.
I mean, the thing is, I gave up, right? I've given up monetization on my channel to stay real. I mean, that
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. That's what I've done. I've done that, hoping that like the sponsors will keep supporting the channel, and then obviously the subscribers will keep supporting the channel. But it's weird. I mean, I find every time I upload a video or I make a live stream or whatever it is, I lose subscribers. It's the most bizarre thing. I don't even understand how it works anymore. I mean, I used to have an idea, but now I don't even know what the algorithm's doing. It's just totally bizarre. T4 is the advanced parent. Claps. Damn right, everybody. Advanced. Learn from me, parents. All I'm gonna say is that, okay, whoever's having kids now, okay, or having kids later on, good luck. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Because shit, this stuff getting complicated. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look, listen, okay.
So,
Tyler will
look,
never be around
you don't
social
know.
media.
Look, I'm gonna say to you right now, right? I'm gonna say to you right now, crazy, right? Like, Tyler's gotta have, like, say he's like, I don't know, 6 months, maybe older. Let's say 8 months, right? 8, 9 months old, right? So at that age, they're like, they're like, they know your face. They know how to pull a few tricks here and there, and then you gotta feed him, right? So he's gotta have something solid because he doesn't just drink milk anymore. So you're gonna feed him something solid, but you need to distract him because he's like, I don't want to eat this shit. Why are you feeding me this purified dog shit for? Okay, I want to eat a roast dinner like you're having, but you can't because you can't digest that shit. So you're gonna have to be like, no, Tyler, have this purified dog shit I've made for you. Ooh, it's delicious. You're gonna taste it to give him that, but then you're gonna, as you taste it, you can be like, fuck me, this is disgusting. But you're still gonna try and make him eat it, and then he's gonna be like, fuck this, I'm not eating that crap. Okay, you don't even like it. You're lying to me, mum. So then, out comes the phone as a distraction, and I've seen it. I've seen it happening all over the place. Okay, all of my sister-in-laws, they all do it. Their kids sit down to eat dinner and they're watching a phone, a tablet, whatever. They're watching it. My sister does it with her kid. They all do it. The only person I know who has never done that is me and my wife. We're the only ones who haven't done this. We've been like, no, you're going to eat. You sit down, you eat. And people say, oh, I haven't got time. It's a lot of headache. Having to do all this stuff, and you got to get them ready for school, and you got to get them dressed, and I got to go to work. I haven't got time. Blah blah blah. And I'm just like, so you just hypnotize your kid and feed him or her. What do you think, crazy? Where will you be in 9 months' time? A year, maybe. Is that phone gonna be a form of parenting? You've seen it. I mean, you've probably seen it yourself. What I'm talking about, right? You've seen it.
Yep.
What do you think? You don't want your kid to get involved with social media, but it's such a young age. You got the YouTube Kids app playing in the background.
Oh my God.
And some of the YouTubers who've caught on to it have started making Elsa Spider-Man video, fully grown people, by the way, in real costume, and pretending to have babies and shit. I mean, what are you gonna do, crazy? How will you cope? It's a real question. You see what I'm saying? You see? Because I've seen firsthand my sister-in-law's doing it. I've seen my own sister, and I never thought my sister would do it. 100%. I thought she'd be like, she'll be nah. But
this day and age, I will never see a parent sitting down and trying to read them a book.
Exactly that. Exactly that. Brian says, OMG, my friend's child whose nan watches his videos. They are completely oblivious to how fake an actor the whole thing is. It's ridiculous, Brian. But the thing is, the question really is, Brian, and to everybody else who's watching, is what effects is that having on their brain? People like Morgs, what is it doing to their brain? When they watch one of these videos, do they realize that I mean, they don't realize that it's fake, obviously, but is it then helping them to mimic? Like, is he just like, yeah, go out and do the same shit, guys. It's cool. I don't know. To be honest, Brian says, Jenny says, to be honest, when I eat, I would be hungry as F. I would yeet my phone while eating. I don't know what the yeet means. I think you spelt that wrong. What word is that? Do you think, Crazy? I'm trying to make out what word that is. What word
I'm
is
too
it?
old for this.
I don't know what word that is. What the fuck is yeet? Stop using all these abbreviations. Okay, we're all old people here. Okay, motherfucker, we're old. What's wrong with you? Will you just spell it out? I don't know who Zach J is. Do you know who Zach J is? The effective for it is they are dumb. State the obvious, Denny's. I love it. State the obvious. Oh my god. I mean, the thing is, I don't even know where to end on this topic. It's just. Someone needs to. I mean, it's not. I shouldn't say this, but you know, these kind of channels, they need. I mean, I know YouTube love. I don't know if they love them or they don't love them, but they just seem to. They give them leeway, so much leeway. I mean, look at Jake Paul when he did the Suicide Forest video. You know, technically, that is violation of YouTube's terms of service. Okay, you're showing someone who's hanged themselves in a forest. That should be instant deletion of your channel. Me, Timoon25, okay, YouTube, live streams the KSI and Logan Paul fight. I get friggin' banned for fucking 90 days. Just like that. What the fuck? Talk to me. How is that even fair? How is that even the same thing? It's not the same. Yeet is a word that teens nowadays use. I'm going to have to... Yeet equals throw. Oh my god. I'm learning new language. Yeet!
I mean...
Yeet! Oh, no, but hold on. How do you say that, though? I need someone to tell me how you actually pronounce that. Anyone know how we actually pronounce those things? I need to know how you actually pronounce the word yeet. Is it yeet? Is that how you do it? Yeet? Is it that shit I've been hearing every friggin' like streamer say recently? Yeet. Is that the same shit? Yeet.
I think so, yeah.
Is it the same thing? I don't know if it's the same thing. Have I been saying that word all this time, not knowing what the hell it means? I mean, I'm gonna have to check out the Urban Dictionary. Let me just check out the Urban Dictionary because yeet. I'm gonna have to type that in. Yeet. Let me see how it's pronounced. It actually will probably. Can you speak it? Yeet is an exclamation of excitement, approval, surprise, or all-around energy, often as issued when doing a dance move or throwing something. That's the direct meaning. Hold on a second. There's a past tense of yeet. When used in the present tense, yeet is followed by the word on. Yeet on! What? However, in the past tense, the verb does not include on. Thus, I need to yeet out of here. Turns into I yeeted out of there. In the past tense. Get it? Oh my god. This is actually a fucking word. I can't believe it. I'm surprised. What is the opposite of yeet? This is great. Seth Everman. Yoink is the opposite of yeet. But it's just as. Hold on. There's another one. What does SKRT mean? Skirt. Stands for ski, kayak, reply, team. What? Why? When would you need to use that? It's used by many rappers. Yeah. It's used by many rappers nowadays. Used as a slang word to express excitement and humor. Skirt. And then there's you. Yeah. There's another one. UWU. Let's do this. UWU or I don't know. is another way of typing the smiley face. What? How? How does that look like a smiley face? I don't get it. It means happy, like an anime character's face when they're overjoyed. Thank Google. Thank you, Google. Last edited by Spawn. Oh my god, I don't understand. I don't know what.
No.
Yeah. We know what AFK means, but man, that's crazy. Scoot! Man, that's insane. That's actually a real thing. Just say it however you want. Yeet! Okay. If a big Fortnite streamer says it, you best believe every boy between the ages of 8 to 9 the following week will start saying it too.
Oh my god.
I think you're right. I think you're right, Brian. I think you're right. What? WTF? Oh! Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah. I do see the resemblance. I get it. Can you read? Can you see that? Yeah, the UWU. You see that? Yeah? It looks like that. It looks like when like a anime character is happy, but man, I just think, what the fuck, man? Just speaking English, motherfuckers. Anyway, what's up, Community Showcase? Thanks for joining us over at Twitch.tv. We're moving on, okay? Jake Paul, I don't know. I mean, he should be in prison now somehow. I don't know how he's getting away with it.
He needs to be murdered.
But I would say, I was going to say that, but I don't think I should promote that kind of stuff. So, Crazy Hole said something good. Have a little listen. She made a suggestion. Anyway, but I mean, to be honest with you, you got Rice Gum and you've got Jake Paul, and to be honest with you, I think they're both very similar idiots.
Fucking idiot.
It's very hard to distinguish between the two idiots. Very, very hard. I personally think, anyway. I don't know about what you guys think, but I find it very hard to distinguish between Jake Paul and Rice Gum. They seem like they should have a boxing match. That'd be so hilarious to see Rice Gum face just get smashed. You know what? Maybe I should have a boxing match with one of these idiots. You know, that'd be hilarious. Let's go, bitch.
Just throw them off a cliff.
Pound your face in. Let's do this. Child abuse 101. Yes. You know, just see all these little 10-year-olds go, no, Jake, don't die. I'm going to kill him. And I'm allowed to. Because this is a boxing match. It'd be so hilarious. Oi. I just know Yeet from a meme. Not any fuckhead on Twitch that plays Fortnite. Well, I hope so, Denise, because otherwise you fall into the category of the little children who keep watching every big streamer and doing everything that they're doing. Anyway, moving on. Next story, everybody. Great one. This is a great story. I'm very proud of this one, okay? This is... There's this new guy on the block, everybody, okay? And he's trying to be like me. The only difference is he leaves his studio and does it in public, okay? Maybe I should start doing that. I don't know. But he goes to a special place in London called... it's a street corner or some shit. They do like everyone goes there who has like an opinion about religion or gay rights, or I forgot what it's called. Speech corner. It's called speech corner. It's called what's it called? Let me Google this quickly. Is it speech?
Like a...
I'm sure it's called speech corner. Speakers Corner. That's what it's called. It's called Speakers Corner. Yeah. World leading Speakers Bureau. It's in Speakers Corners in London. It's in Hyde Park, and there's another one in Highbury Studios unit. I don't know what that is. That's not the one though.
Oh, Highbury is.
It's in Hyde Park. Yeah, the Royal Parks it's in, and it's a traditional site for public speeches and debates since the mid-1800s, when protests and demonstrators took place in Hyde Park. So that's basically what that is about. It's hilarious. Anyway, so this guy, right, Muslim, okay? Congratulations, everybody. We did it. His name is Deen, okay? The Mo stands for Muhammad. That's his name. The Deen bit is to do with your belief. That's what that word actually... Actually, let me see. What does the word Deen mean? Let me just... So I don't tell you the word. Deen meaning in Islam. There we go. In English. Okay, so Deen is an Arabic word with three general senses: judgment, custom, and religion. It is used by both Arab Muslims and Christians. In Islam, the word refers to the way of life Muslims must adopt to comply with divine law, encompassing beliefs, character, and deeds. Now, if that is true, this guy has no idea what the hell the word Deen means, and he just thought to himself, Mo Deen, motherfucker rhymes, let's do this. You know, just like me, I'll come out with the word T4, and it's like, yo, that works! T4! Yeah, there's no reason why that's even a thing, but it's a thing. Let's do it. To the point where I was actually debating on whether to change the name of my channel to T4, like TFOUR, rather than 2025. I don't know. The only reason I was thinking about doing that anyway, just off the topic quickly. The only reason I was thinking about doing that is because I thought to myself, it'd be easier when people say to me, what's your channel? I could just say T4, not 2025. And they're like, what? And I'm like, 2025. And then they're like, what? And I'm like, a Tamim 25. And they're like, okay. I still didn't understand him. I'm just going to walk away now. So that's basically what happens on a general consensus. Stockholm, Sweden. What up? Thank you for joining us over at twitch.tv. Anyway, like I was saying, we're moving on. This is topic 2 now. We're talking about Mo Deen. That's right. This is hilarious, by the way. So if you've got headphones on, turn them up, okay? Make sure it's on maximum volume because this shit's about to get hilarious. Mo Deen sounds like a mummy from Egypt. Interesting concept. Mo Deen. What would that be from the mummy from Egypt? I don't get that. How would that correlate? But anyway, yeah, so back to topic. WWE John Cena! Confronted by vlogger Mo Deen. I love that they call him a vlogger. He just literally has his phone in his hand and waves it around everywhere. Wouldn't class as a vlogger. John Cena was confronted by YouTube personality Mo Deen. Hence the word personality. Basically, this guy wouldn't actually be like this in real life if you met him like off the street. Same as me. You wouldn't find me being like this in real life. I don't know, actually. Maybe you might. While shopping in London, John Cena calls Mo Deen out for filming him without permission inside a London store. Get over it, John Cena. You're not that big anymore. Anyway, here is the video. Please make sure you listen out, because this is Max. I need. Please. Okay, this is so weird. It's not letting. Bip, 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 bip. Oh my god! There we go. Maximum. Oh my god.
Double click it, maybe.
I just did. It just didn't do it. You see, I'm double clicking. Nothing's happening. It's just playing the video at this size. Can you guys see it though? You can hear it as well, right?
Yeah. Take care, bro.
Yep.
I got some advice for you.
Yes. Be respectful.
All right, I'll be respectful.
That's my advice for you.
My name.
Ask if you can take a video.
Oh my god! Let me just refresh this because I really wanted you to see it like large. There we go. There we go. Boom. Yes, we've got it, everybody. It's going maximum velocity. It's just loading. Alright. Great quality. Check out this quality, mate. Right, let's see. Is it going maximum? I just need to check it's gone max screen. Yes, it has. Right, here we go, everyone. Remember, turn up your headphones. Listen to this. It's hilarious. Yeah, it's really hilarious.
Yeah. Take care, bro.
Yep.
I got some advice for you.
Yes. Be respectful.
All right, I'll be respectful.
That's my advice for you.
My name.
Ask if you can take a video, but you're just shooting video.
No, you know
So
me.
be
I'm
respectful.
famous.
I don't want to talk.
I'm famous. I'm Mo Deen.
It doesn't matter who you are. You don't treat anyone with respect.
I got respect for
Treat
you.
people with respect.
I got
Thank you for asking to film my video and then filming the entire time I'm in the store. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do.
You know, Speaker's Corner,
I don't care.
London.
I don't care.
I help people.
Thank you very much for being respectful.
I swear, if you need anything, just let me know.
Wow.
Should laugh, but it's hilarious. It's hilarious because it's stupid. Okay, that's where. Okay, hold on. I need to pause this before any young boys get a bit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so that was the video with the John Cena. But it didn't stop there. It didn't stop Modine from going one step further. Can you imagine what he did? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, he decided. Okay, on his own accord, he decided to do it to KSI. Check this out. This is hilarious. It's so funny, man. This guy, mate, I tell you, special, extra special. Check this out.
I just keep out. Sorry, we're filming. Thank you.
Oh, it's the side man and that. I'm with the side, sir.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm Modine, blood. Hey, is that KSI? My guy, I'm Modine, bro. Man's famous, bro.
Hey, what's up,
my
G?
guy, KSI.
No.
We are
So
literally
we're
filming. You've got to
Oh,
step
no,
back.
I'm the one that
Sorry,
controlled John
I'm
Cena,
sorry.
bro.
Oh man.
You remember when it came on the news when John Cena was here, bro?
Listen, I'm so sorry.
KSI and Modine, big up
I'll
Modine, my
see you in a
brother.
bit. Hey, don't go.
Alright,
brother,
go,
my
mate.
Hey, come on, big up yourself.
Bye, mate.
Say, you know I love you, bro.
I love you too, bro.
Anyone tries it with you,
Yeah,
call me,
sure,
bro.
bro.
Yeah, big up yourself. Anyone talks to you, call me, bro. Don't watch these guys, man. Say, you look at my tattoos, bro. Look at my scars, bro. Man's a G, bro. Man, troll John Cena. Big up, yeah. Hey, this the Indian brother. Yo, what one? Yeah, it's him. Hey, real bad boy here. Hey, mad thing. Mad thing out here, blood.
Sidemen have no idea what to do. See pictures of
Mad
it.
thing,
It's
mad
like,
thing.
who the hell's this Asian guy? It's so funny, bro. Anyway, so that's what happened with Modine. That's off his actual channel, and this guy. I mean, he's not. The thing is, all of these crazy antics, right, that he's done hasn't made him like. It hasn't made him huge. He's only got 3.1 thousand subscribers. Yeah, so he's like a whole 1,000 subscribers and a bit more than me. So the thing is, it's like this is what he did. Does he have tattoos? No, he just wrote on his arm. Like no, Brian, he wrote on his whole arm from top to bottom everyone's name from the sidemen that were there in cow outfits. Is the most ridiculous thing ever. Someone has an ego, dude. I'm not even joking, right? This guy, okay, extra special, Rafael Caritas. Who? Let me give him an entrance. Maybe he wants the key to the place, key to the palace. I don't know who Zach J is. You know who Zach J is? I've seen him on here a few times, but I have no idea who he is. Let's give him, just in case he decides he wants to join as well. Someone at Rafael Caritas at Raf. Oh yeah. Oh, Raf. There you are. Oh, can join if you like. Just click on. Beep. Yeah. So yeah, this was the story with Modine. So he started this thing with John Cena, and then he jumped over to KSI, and it became like a trend thing. He actually became so popular on Denny's. You've just been given access as well if you want to join. Oh, he's buggered off. Let's take him off then if he's left. Don't like to leave people with VIP treatment, you know what I'm saying? Don't know what this guy's doing. This guy, let's kick him out. Kick him out, boy. Yeah, it's totally bizarre. I don't understand how he actually got featured on Drama Alert, and that's pretty insane. If you get featured on Drama Alert, you're doing well, because Keemstar to report on this is insane. It's drama. It happened, but for the wrong reasons. I mean, the thing is, normally they say like this kind of stuff when it happens, it has like you can't have bad press. You know, like you do something like this, yeah, you're gonna get a few repercussions, but on the whole, you still be all right. But this isn't what's happened to this guy, and this is where I think a lot of the time I think my theory isn't wrong. Is that I don't believe, because I try to think to myself like positively, like there's that YouTube is a free platform and it's there for anyone to be able to grow on, whether you're black, you're white, you're gay, you're Asian, you're Muslim, you're Sikh, whatever the hell you are. It's a free platform for everybody to jump on, and you can make it a success. But I don't think that's the case anymore. I think that's bullshit. I think YouTube is pretty much the same as any other media company, like a TV or whatever it is. I think it's no different, because even people from the LGBTQ community are finding their videos getting suppressed. They're finding their opinions are being discounted. And it's the same thing, I think, happening with people who are of brown skin. And I'm not talking about black people, and I'm not talking about white people. I'm talking about the ones that are in the between, that color ratio, the people that are brown, okay? I think if you're brown and you got a beard on your face, or you look anything Asian-y, like Indian Asian-y, I don't think YouTube promotes those kind of channels as well. They discourage it, and I think the only way you can grow as a channel, and I'm going to test this, I'm not even joking, guys, I'm going to test this format, and you tell me whether it's right or wrong. And I don't even know, and a lot of people are not going to be happy that I'm going to do what I'm going to do. A lot of people are going to be like, I can't believe T4 is going down this road, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it just to test the means, okay? Because I have a theory, and you can't just have a theory, you got to test that theory. You got to see, is it the case? Because when I look at my own channel and I look at the videos that have made the most amount of views, all of the videos that have made tons and tons of views are all tutorial videos. It's me showing someone else how to do this thing, and it's normally to do with technology. 9 times out of 10, any tech video that I've made have done well, versus all the gaming stuff. So I'm thinking to I was sitting down and I was thinking to myself, how many YouTubers do I know that are Asian that are really, really successful and famous? I could only think of one. And that was Superwoman. That's the only one I've seen who actually is an Indian Asian American who became super famous from being a YouTuber. I haven't seen anybody else. And then I'm thinking, what did she do? Well, she used to do skits. So like comedy skits and whatever. So the typical like Asian-y skits to kind of make it funny, like the Asian stuff that people do and whatever. But I didn't see anything else. So then I'm thinking to myself, why is that the case? And then when I looked at this, I thought, this is a backlash thing. I mean, this happened with Jake Paul in the Suicide Forest video. It's happened, with Logan Paul. With Jake Paul, we've seen the same thing with Lily Singh, yeah. I'm thinking, I was thinking about, how many people do I know, like, that have done something which is technically a negative thing, and how many of them have not gained from that exposure, right? So Jake Paul did his thing, Logan Paul has done a few things, and they have all gone green afterwards. Like, they go a bit red, so they lose like maybe, I don't know, 10,000 subscribers or something, but then explosion, they gain like hundreds of thousands of subscribers over the next month or two. I mean, when Jake Paul did this thing with the whole mystery box thing, he literally gained over 100,000 subscribers just from that mystery box, which is ridiculous. And then you look at this guy who's kind of done something very similar. Like, it's not something that people will say, oh yeah, go out and do this. This is great. This will grow your channel. A lot of people will say, oh no, this is not the right way to do things. But he's done it hoping that the repercussions from it will then create the green bounce, but it hasn't. This video has been out for what? This has been out for ages. This was released on the 17th of July 2019. So it's been 2 months, right? And it's had only 15,000 views, and it's had 654 dislikes. Right? So it's been downvoted that many times, okay? But it has had the worst. I mean, even the numbers on my videos don't look like this. So what you're seeing here on the right hand side is something called vidIQ, which can tell you like the stats of a video, like how well it's done or whatever it is. So overview, it's got 46.4% on vidIQ as a score. So in terms of quality of video and all that stuff, it's only got this under 50%, right? And then the views are high, 15.2k. It's put that in the blue. The duration is only 58 seconds, so it's a minute long. So basically, with videos that long, it's not long enough to create like the best thing, whatever. And then it's got the social is great. So 18% like ratio, which is terrible. It's really bad. I don't have a video with that sort of ratio. And then it's got 94.8% YouTube views. So most people have watched this on YouTube, and only one Reddit point. The CEO is 3.2 out of 100%, which is terrible. Which means it's got no tags. It hasn't been done very well, you know. And if you read the comments are hilarious. Look at this. Look. Modine, he pinned it himself. He said, no homo. This kiss is a brother kiss, like Arab tradition. And then it says, you got serious issues, man. And then KSI, why you still here, fam? Lamu. And then I'm famous. You have 2.2k subscribers and also no videos that have more likes than dislikes. I'm guessing they were filming the Sidemen moo off. So it's had a very negative backlash. But normally these videos, they have the negative backlash, but then they have something happens and they get that positive hit. But that's not what happened. That is not what happened on this occasion. On this occasion, it stayed as it was. It stayed negative, and he hasn't gained anything from it, which is surprising. So that's my theory, and I'm gonna test the theory and see if I'm wrong. Okay, what do you think, Crazy?
Well,
I mean,
the one with the whole John Cena thing.
Yeah.
You know, like I can understand, like, you know, you're shoving a camera in someone's face, but you're a celebrity, dude, and you know
The
it's
joke of
probably
it
going
is
to be
that
bound to happen.
the thing is, the joke of it is that he goes to John Cena. I'm famous. Like he goes to John Cena that he's famous. Dude's got 3.2k subscribers. 3.1. Sorry. He's got 3k subscribers. You know, not technically famous, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, why shout something out like that in your own video? No one's.
It's kind of like another, you know, like whole Jake Paul scene, trying to get himself out there, basically.
But do you not see how if Jake Paul was to do something similar, it would create the adverse effect where he would have the backlash, but then there'd be a positive boost. But this guy, for some weird reason, and I don't know why, but I'm saying, I'm just putting it out there that I think personally it's because he's an Asian guy and he's not black and he's not white. That's what I'm saying. That's just my personal opinion. That's what I feel, because that's all I keep seeing. You know, like I can put like I've got videos literally that are like par and par with other creators, but they don't get the views like other creators do, because I personally think YouTube doesn't want that explosion of, or maybe people themselves don't like to see an Asian person on a video. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just trying to get people's feedback on it. But what do you think? I mean, do you think this would have been a different thing if this was a black guy that done this? Or would a black guy not even do this in the first place? But then I'm thinking, Who is he talking to? He's talking to KSI, right, in the second video, which is someone who has done some stuff like this in the past. What do you think?
It's hard. It's hard to say because I think it's it's one of those ones where you don't know how to answer. I think, to be honest, I don't think it's too much about how you look and how like what religion you are. I think it depends on like how your character is, how you come across on video, basically. And the way he's acting, he's like I just said, he's kind of like being like Jake Paul and all that bubbly, positive, all like, yeah, let's do this. So I'm guessing like these kids that's watching this Deen guy, they're trying to shut him down because he's trying to quote unquote be a Jake Paul
Jump on the
2.0.
wagon. He wants to jump on the wagon.
Yeah.
But the thing is, do you know? I mean, do you know yourself personally? Do you know of any famous YouTuber who is brown, not black, not a black guy, so not African black or African American black, or because I know some African Americans can be quite browny coloured, but not like that, or mixed race, Asian only. Do you know anyone who's super famous that yeah, everyone watches that guy or girl?
I've seen a couple of people on Twitch.
Who?
But that's about it. But not on YouTube.
That's what I'm. No, I'm not talking about Twitch. Twitch is a completely different platform altogether.
Yeah.
They do things completely different to everyone else.
Yeah, but not on YouTube. No.
And I even went to look at YouTube Rewind that they did last year, which was trash. Even on there, you couldn't see anyone.
Oh,
I think
actually,
there was
the only two
Yeah, go on.
people I don't know, tell a lie, is Lily Singh and Liza Koshy.
Yeah, but Liza, it technically is mixed race black, right?
Yeah.
And Lily Singh, that's the only one I know. That's the only one I know who is super famous from YouTube and not doing the typical. I'm talking about like if you look at there are some Asian channels that are really really popular and they do literally. I'm not even joking you, right? They do the typical Asian stuff. So they do like tech videos, tech review, how to, that's all they do. Like there's hundreds of them, and that's all they do. How to fix this, how to fix that. And then when I look at my channel and I look at the videos that have done really well, those videos do way better than any other video I could produce. I could take time editing, I could take time putting, a story together, whatever the hell it is. Doesn't matter. Those videos are effortless. I'm not even joking. When I make a tutorial video, it is easy peasy to do. They're simple to make. They're easy to make. They take less time to make. I could put a tutorial video together within like 3 hours and have it uploaded to YouTube within like 4 hours, 5 hours. It's ready to go. And the videos turn over so many numbers. It's ridiculous. And I just think to myself, like, to grow as a channel, being Asian looking, I think personally, that is the way forward for channels like, because I don't see the gaming is not doing it. The gaming is keeping me stagnant. Like it's like I'm at one point and I can't go beyond that point. I know myself firsthand. Other streamers and other YouTubers who started with me, and they are shit at what they do. But this is why I've always said this is like my opinion is my opinion. Like if I say they're shit, that's my opinion. But other people think otherwise. I mean, I know someone who literally has gone from no subscribers to over 5,000. He has done a bit of sub shit, but the content's still the same. It's not any better. There's no like really good. He hasn't got no sponsors or anything, but he's grown way bigger than I have, and he does the same shit, and it's shit. It's not. It's not. There's no structure to what it is they're doing, but they're still doing the same thing, and they're still growing. And I'm trying to do like things that are a bit more professional, and a lot of people will say to me like, "Oh, your channel looks like you should have a lot more subscribers than what you've got," but I don't, and I don't know why. It's like I improve, I do things better, but it doesn't grow. It doesn't seem to grow, and I can only put it down to one thing. I don't think, just like with the with the LGBTQ community, there's a thing with YouTube, and it's kind of like suppressing those types of videos, and only I mean, a lot of the people who found my channel found me through the game rather than through YouTube. Some did, don't get me wrong, but a lot of people I think found me within the game. I mean, crazy. How did you find my channel? Through the game, right? Crazy.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, did you find my channel through a game or through YouTube directly?
I found you through Twitch.
Oh, well, just scrolling through Twitch.
Yeah.
There you go. See ya? Twitch! Completely different platform. You see that? What did I say? You see? And I'm not even joking. Even my follower count on Twitch is growing at a bigger rate than my subscriber count on YouTube. What is happening, YouTube? I don't know what's going on with this platform. Platform messed up. Brian says Lily does skits where she plays her parents who are stereotypical Indians, and they are popular with good views. Very popular. I'm not gonna lie. Even I've watched them, and I think they're hilarious. And she's got a very like graphical face. Can I say that? I don't know if that's the right word.
Like
She's very
positive
animated.
face.
Yeah, yeah. No, she's very animated. Her face is very animated. She has very like a lot of. She pulls a lot of like and all that sort of stuff. Like weird faces that I just you know, it's just not my cup of tea. I don't think all the time to do. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna test the water and see what happens. But I mean, this was Deen. And I just don't know. I'm just trying to understand like where, like this is funny to look at, and even if you're not a big fan of this kind of these kind of videos, they still normally gain the other side. The traction hasn't happened, and I'm just curious why so much negativity and not even me. I made a video a little while ago on Alien Covenant because I got to see the premiere of it with YouTube, and even that video got so many dislikes. It got a lot of views, 13,000 views, but it had like so many dislikes on it, and people even ended up commenting saying, "Why so many dislikes? I don't understand." And then even some people were saying, "Just ignore." They were telling me to just ignore the comment, the dislikes. So there was people out there purposefully disliking the video, downvoting the video, so that it would not trend, it would not grow. You know, so who is, you know, like who is those people? And it was a lot. It was a lot of people that were doing it, and I'm just trying to think like, is that how? Because YouTube could be doing that themselves within their own system, like because they don't want that channel or that video or that person to get exposure to gain any subscribers. I mean, I remember when I used to do these podcasts, or even when I used to stream, people could literally watch the subscriber count go up on my streams. You know, you could watch it going up. You know, like it'll go 1, it will go 2, it will go, and it'll keep going like that. You know, by the time we finish the stream, 9 times out of 10, we've done like maybe 20 or 30 subscribers, brand new to the channel. Wouldn't you say so? Crazy?
Yeah, it used to. Yeah.
And then now you'd be lucky to see like 1 or 2 buzzes going off during a live stream saying so and so has followed you, so and so, and normally it's follow over the subscribe button, but it's just bizarre. I'm just curious to know whether this Deen guy is facing the same sort of backlash. I did actually contact him to see if he wanted to come on the show, but he refused. So I was like, dude,
Oh,
you're not
did
that
he?
big. Chill out. Yeah. I was like, you're not that big, dude. You're not that big, okay? You're quite small. You know, just to
Wow.
gain his opinion, just to see if he thought him. Because I thought, let me check how big he is first, because obviously if they're really big, they probably won't want to come on the show at all. But I was like, oh, you're not that big. You could actually, you could give your own opinion on the show. But yeah, he refused. So I was like, well,
Okay.
we'll just talk about you behind your back, no problem. Anyway, crazy. What are you thinking? Do you think I'm barking up the wrong tree here, or what? Do you think? What do you think's going on?
It's in the middle. I don't think it's. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't think it's all about racial thing. I just think it depends on how, like you come across on videos, but obviously with yourself, you're always on every stream, on every video that you do. I'm surprised you don't get like thousands of views the way that your videos are.
That's what I don't get.
Yeah.
And I just think that someone, like, there is some sort of big brother who is like saying, no, you are not allowed to grow. I'm going to suppress your channel, and that's it. And there's nothing I can do. I cannot break the 2K ceiling. I cannot break it. Like I get to 1,825, and that was it. That was that was my max. That was my ceiling. You know, I couldn't get beyond that. You know, like it was like no. If you get any bigger than this, we won't be able to stop the guy. You know, let's suppress it. You know, and I just don't get it. You know, I even did the Fortnite live event. I made sure I even came on to do that. Even that bloody thing didn't do well, and I was like, what? How can a live event? I actually made sure I was there for that live event. I mean, yeah, sure, there was a lot of people doing it, but dude, I don't know. I'm just shocked at what's going on at the moment. In the whole thing is just totally is baffling. Before I had an idea, I had a clue as to how things would work and blah blah blah. But now I just don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I've even got, a lot of you guys probably know I went away on holiday. I went to Croatia, and I've even when I was there, I've actually done some filming. And it's like a travel review basically of like I filmed a completely different type of video. I filmed 3 different types of videos while I was there. I filmed one which is like the vlog which you guys are used to watching. I've filmed an actual review of the hotel itself where I stayed and stuff, and then I did another review of like Croatia itself as a country. And then we'll see how each 3 videos is all different. They're not the same footage, completely different footage. So we'll see how all 3 does versus each other, because I think it'll be quite interesting to see, which one of the 3. And I'm putting my money on the friggin' review one, the one that's literally just a basic review of like the hotel and the resort and stuff like that. That one will do better than all the other ones. Let's see if I'm wrong. But I reckon it will. That's the way it's gonna go. Anyhows, let's move on, because that topic. I tell you what, that topic I could talk about that all day. But it's unless you're a creator yourself, you the frustrations that I feel is only heard by other creators. Like they get it. Other creators who are like me, they get it. They're like, I understand your pain. Because it's so annoying, it's so frustrating. Like, people like want you to come on and stream and blah blah blah. Like, even the other day, I put that message out on YouTube chat, and then like you were saying, "Don't worry, T4, when your true fans, when you're ready, we'll be here." Blah blah blah. And then someone else was like, "T4, get online and play, because I'm getting bored."
Oh my god, yes.
In the same context, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, wow, look at this, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, yo, like if I get on to play and whatever, there's got to be like a return, but there's no return. I don't get nothing back. You know, it's just like I'm just playing for like 1 or 2 people. I mean, yeah, fair enough. They're 1 or 2 people who are great subscribers, but again, it's only 1 or 2 people. It's like, you know, the numbers aren't coming in enough for me to like justify like to Sal like I'm going to go stream every day. Blah blah blah. It just doesn't make any sense. I'll gain the same from just doing 1 or 2 streams here and there. So I'm just hoping like this new change is gonna make the channel grow a little bit better, because it's gonna conform to what YouTube want from people like me to do. Like they're forcing me to do stuff I don't actually want to do, but I'm gonna do it anyway, and we'll see what the numbers say, and the numbers will do the talking. That's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I mean, you know, crazy. I've been doing YouTube for 5 years. It's nearly 6 years. It's gonna be 6 years this year.
Jeez.
6 years. Yeah, I mean, they said to me, like, you got to give 5 years and you'll see the return, right? I gave it. I ain't seen shit, okay? I ain't seen nothing, okay? It's been a very small return. So I'm just like, yo, time to roll with the punches, you know? There's no need to keep fighting the man, you know? I know what I need to do, and I can make it really successful if I do it that way. A lot of people will hate me for it, because they'll be like, this isn't what you've been doing to you for you do gaming videos. But dude, that ain't making me no money. That's just not making the channel grow, you know? And it's not even about making money. It's about, you know, like you want to see a success in the sense of like, you know, you start somewhere and you finish big, you know? You don't want to start small and you finish small.
No.
You know, that's not what I don't want that. You know, you guys don't want that. You want to see, yeah, the dude did it. You know, he started, we know he was a no one, and then he grew this channel into something, you know, but that's not happening. So, anyway. Story number 4, I think this is. This was reported by the Metro. This is a very interesting one. Okay, I don't know if you guys know who this is. Obviously, you guys know who Shane Dawson is, but Eugenia Cooney. If you guys don't know who it is, just Google her quickly, because and when you Google her, just click on images, because I'm not even joking to you. You will be shocked. Okay, you will be. A lot of people who are might think I'm body shaming or whatever, but I ain't. Okay, this is not that kind of video. I'm just saying it as I see it. Okay, and you can agree or disagree, but all I'm gonna say is that this is some messed up shit. Okay, so anyway, YouTuber Shane Dawson talks to Eugenia Cooney about her eating disorder and rehab stint. So from that title alone, you know what we're gonna be diving into next. So I mean, the thing is, this girl has come up in the new, like she has come up before, and we haven't really spoken about it. I think we spoke about it once before, and it was about anorexia. I think it was with you as well, Crazy. I think last time we spoke about this, and it was like ages ago. I'm talking about last year sometime. But so this was what happened. So fellow vlogger Eugenia, who announced in February that she was getting help, acknowledged that she had a disorder in Shane's clip, which is titled The Return of Eugenia Cooney. The US star revealed that after years of denial, she went to rehab where her eating habits were monitored and she had regular sessions with a therapist. I was dealing with an eating disorder. There would be times when I would realize I wasn't eating enough, she told Shane during an interview at her house. Eugenia went on, my family would be like, you really should be taking care of yourself and eating more. The YouTuber explained that while at times she knew she had a problem, it was hard to seek help. Brian put, as a fan of Shane, watch all his videos and have seen this Eugenia documentary too. Well, you'd be perfect to give your opinion, Brian, I'm sure. I can't play the documentary from Shane Dawson because I'm pretty adamant I'll get smacked in the balls for it. So we'll literate what's happened. So it's kind of like something people know in their brain, like, hey, I should stop this. It's hard to totally stop and actually go and try to get help for myself, she said. Even when I was younger, I was always naturally small. As things were going forward, I was losing more weight and not seeing that it was a really big problem. Cooney added that trolling over her weight affected her really badly, and if anything, seemed to worsen her disorder. That kind of stuff puts you in a worse mindset and makes you not want to help yourself, she said. Shane, who has been open about his battle with bulimia, then asked Eugenia to explain her experience in rehab. And this photo that you can see, I've actually used the same clip of photo on the thumbnail, is what Eugenia Cooney looks like today. Okay, so it's not like this is like taken from before or whatever, but this is what she was. This is what she looks like. The thing that's really baffling about this whole fiasco with Eugenia Cooney, which I don't really understand, she's got parents, one. Two, most people who have this disorder, like anorexia or bulimia, they normally have issues with like their nails and with their hair. But this girl's hair seems to be in absolutely amazing condition, considering how thin she is. And I'll be honest with you, there is someone at my kid's school, this woman, I've seen her a couple of times, and she is abnormally thin, like this kind of skeletal thin. And me, I find it quite I don't know, I shouldn't say revolting, but it makes me feel a bit sick. I don't know how it makes you guys feel, but like it makes me feel like really like ill when I look at pictures like this. Not because of like I can't deal with it or whatever, but I just find it baffling how someone can allow their body to become like that, you know? I'd rather be fat. Not fat, but I'd rather be like how I am than be like ultra thin like that. You know, it just looks scary. She doesn't look like that today. That's an old picture. Really, Brian? Let's have a look. I'm gonna have to test the means. Yep. Eugenia Cooney today. Let's have a look. Images. When was that taken? There's no date. There's no date of this photo. Okay, maybe there's nothing here. Let me have a look at the all-seeing eye. Let's have a look at this. The thing, from what I understand, she doesn't look that different from what she looks like now. Then. Okay, excellent. This doesn't really give you a good idea of what she's wearing. A massive jumper, but you can tell by the face. I mean, the face is pretty much still there. When was this taken? 27th. What's that? 2018. That's an old picture, dude. That's a really old picture. Is there nothing newer? Beep 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 it. Better. When's up? That's 2018 as well. That's 10th, 2019. Let's have a look. What does this look like? Dude, that was 10th, 2019. 10th of February, 2019. I don't know about you, bruv, but that looks still like skeletal to me. Don't know what you guys think. That vid with white top is her now. That vid with white top. Okay, let's play it. Let's play it for the argument's sake.
I know I haven't posted a video in a very long time, so it's kind of awkward now, honestly, trying to like film a video and knowing like what to say and all that. So I'm really sorry if this is like a really awkward video, but I did want to let you guys know that I'm back and I'm really excited about that. So I haven't posted a video now probably in like, I don't know, 5 or 6 months, a pretty long time.
She's
time,
back.
which is really crazy. So I did post on my Twitter a while ago, I think.
I want to see. Does she actually show how she's looking underneath? Because she's got this tendency of taking pictures of herself.
I'd still say she's slightly.
I would not say that's an improvement if you ask me.
No, but like.
She still looks like.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of controversies around her as well, with the whole friends thing and family thing. I can't see a real big difference, Brian. Maybe there's a slight difference, but the thing is, when anyone's the thing is, if someone's saying to you with their mouth, "Oh, I feel so much better. I feel so much more blah blah blah," prove it. Like she took this picture, which obviously shows she's like a skeleton. You make a video, take off the jumper. Why don't you just take off the jumper so people can actually have an idea of whether there is? I mean, not that we should really give that much of a fuck, really, but the point is that she is a role model to a lot of people. I mean, this girl has got a lot of subscribers. She's not like some small time YouTuber. She's a pretty big deal. She's got quite a big Instagram following, and is, I would say, has a massive influence on young people, girls and boys, who, when they look in the mirror, see a fat person. Basically, she is that person who is influencing those people. And I personally think, if I can't tell like a major difference between your old images and your new images, then there's something wrong there. And hiding behind, I mean, this was taken on. We found out this was 10th of February 2019. You can still see by her neck area here, and even her face is super. I mean, that line that's going inside the jaw here, you can literally see it. It's just skin on the face, And I again, like I said, some people might think I'm body shaming or whatever. It's not that at all. It's just that these kind of people are the influence. They are the social media influence. These are the people that people have given power to. They've allowed these young people to grow into these celebrity whatever, and they are having a massive impact on what other people are like. Like, my youngest daughter is saying to me, "Dad, can you see my belly?" And I'm like, "Yo, you're 8 years old. What are you worried about your belly for at 8 years old?"
Wow.
So now it's like, where's that coming from? Is that school influence? So then, because obviously at home, because of what I do for a job, I'm able to kind of like have a heads up of what's going on in the world and all that with social media. But I'm just thinking about her friends at school. Their parents probably aren't clued up the way I'm clued up. So are those girls watching people like this, and then they are getting influenced by people like this, and then they are now body shaming other girls in school for being a little bit plumpier or a little bit rounder, and it takes a tough cookie. It will take a tough girl. Girls are the bitchiest in the world. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I mean, Crazy won't deny that. Will you, Crazy? Will you deny it? I know Crazy holds history, so I know, okay? Girls are super bitchy, okay? So the thing is, they're worse than guys. Guys will just have a fight. Guys will have a fight and be done with it, okay? We'll have a punch up, someone will get a black eye, someone will have a bleeding nose. Next day, everything's cool.
But
But
that's
girls...
the thing, though.
Yeah, go
With
on.
kids, what I worry about is kids are nasty nowadays.
Yeah.
They don't give a damn how you feel, what you look like. As long as they've said something, it makes them feel better. But you know what I always say? The bully has been bullied in the past. So, whatever happened to them, they want to do it to the next person because they want to make them feel as crap as they do. So
I mean, it's
if
yeah.
these kids want to body shame,
Mm.
then maybe they got body shamed in the past.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I always trying to think, but I always try and think back, like, how does someone get into this predicament? You know, like, how does Eugenia Cooney, growing up in America, she's got parents, she's got a life to live and whatever. How does it end up becoming that you? I mean, I mean, she doesn't actually say that what her eating disorder is as such in the Shane Dawson documentary, because Shane is open about what his problem is. But she's I would say, it's still in a bit of denial about the whole thing, you know. Looking more at blaming others for her reasonings behind the way she looks, over the fact that your hands will create whatever you want them to create, you know.
Yeah.
You know, there's it's easy to say, oh, it's because of this, it's because of that person, this person, but at the end of the day, if those things are influencing you, then it's your own doing, really. You can say fuck them, you know. But if you can't, it's because you're too, you haven't built yourself up strong enough to reject those things. Like, look, if I made that video about Alien Covenant, it got loads of dislikes. Did I give a shit? No. Did I delete the video? No. I don't care, because I wanted to make that video the way I wanted to make it. People don't like it, that's up to them, they don't like it. But the fact that it got 13,000 views is showing me that a lot of people watched it. But it just means that there's some people out there who just hate on everything, and you just have to let them be. Brian put some very important points down in the chat. I'm just going to read them out. He said Instagram is also very harmful to developing people with body image as well, and I think I completely agree with you. And I think there's a lot of issues with a lot of Instagram people. I mean, I use Instagram. A lot of people follow me on Instagram. If you don't follow me, I don't promote anything that is, I would say, that is body shaming on my Instagram profile. I openly show, like, when I'm having really, I would say, quite fattening food, to be honest with you. And also healthy things, you know, because I grow a lot of fruit, a lot of veg in my own garden, and I show a lot of that as well. To try and show people that you just have to have a balance. You know, there's no need to have like an excess of one thing or the other. You know, you just have to have a balance. You have to be comfortable in your own skin. Brian also put, when I get verbal abuse, I remind myself of two things. Unless they're paying your bills, pay them bitches no mind. Also, what people think of me is none of my business.
Yeah.
That's very good, Brian. But again, you see, like that, having that kind of thing means that you're built well, Brian. You know, you're tough, you're resilient. The base that you're coming from is strong. You know, not everyone has that, and a lot of the time, people don't spend enough time building that. You know, they jump in the deep end, and then they get crushed by everybody else.
See,
I mean, what do you think, Crazy?
The problem that I find as well is that sometimes, like, a lot of the kids as well will then start suffering with mental health problems.
Yeah.
And then it's
definitely.
You know, they're worried every day.
It's another issue. Yeah.
You know, like, they're gonna, like, have problems, and then they're gonna start stressing out about it. When kids nowadays have got enough stress as it is.
Yeah.
Without worrying whether they look fine or they have to look like a stick to.
I mean, before the. I mean, before the bullying used to happen face to face in the playground, but now it's not happening like that. The bullying doesn't happen like that anymore. It's happening on social media. You know, it's happening on people's Instagram pages, happening on people's Facebook pages. But the thing is, as well, I blame a lot of the stuff. I blame it on parents.
Yeah.
Because like Facebook have a term of use, have a term of service, right? And they say you can't be 13 until you can have an Instagram page. But I know a lot of my kids' friends have Facebook, and they're not 13 because my kid ain't 13. My kid's 11. So I know that a lot of them, their parents have allowed them to have an account on Facebook, and they think it's fine. But there's a reason. I mean, the thing is, like, even my kids, they say to me, like, yeah, my kids will say to me, like, oh, Dad, why can't I play GTA? Why can't I play Black Ops? Why can't I play whatever, right? Because their mates are playing it, right? And then I'll say to them, look, there's a reason why the game has an 18 rating on it. There's a reason why a game has a 13, 15, 16 rating. Why a game has a 7, why a game has a 3 is because the mind that you have, the brain that you have at the time, cannot distinguish between what is real and what is fake. So when you play a game like GTA and you're 10, you don't actually the level of the desensitization to violence is reduced. So
you can't desensitize violence in GTA.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about the person who played. Like, say we play GTA, right? And we're over 18. So we play GTA. We know GTA is a fantasy. It's not real. You can't do shit like that in real life and get away with it. You're gonna get fucked up, okay? But kids who are like 9 and 10, they play GTA and they think you can do that shit in real life. Like, not in the sense that they can actually go out and steal a car, but in the sense that they become desensitized to those actions happening. So if they see like a mass shooting, they don't really get that fear of the mass shooting. They just think, oh, well, I've seen that in GTA.
Yeah.
And this is why, like, when that mass shooting that happened in Australia, in New Zealand, sorry, so many young people didn't even give a shit that happened, because a lot of them have been playing very violent games. So it was like watching Call of Duty. That's what it looked like.
Oh,
if you watch that play, but that's what I saw. But the thing is, because I'm an adult, for me it was like I could feel the pain, the sense of panic, the sense of fear, the sense of anger, the sense of like why was there no one there to help them? That was the sense that I was getting. Forget the fact they were Muslim. Just the fact that, there was a woman screaming out, save me, and the guy shoots her in the face. I mean, that's just insane. So it's just like, you don't become desensitized because that's really happening. That's reality, like, happening. But people who are younger, who've been playing games or whatever, they didn't give a shit. They were like, whatever. Who cared? Like, I've seen it happen in GTA. I've seen it happen in Call of Duty. I've seen it happening whatever. So this is why, like, when my kids ask me about these things, this is the reason why you can't play certain games. There's a reason why they've said, like, it may seem ridiculous, but Fortnite is a 12. There's a reason why it's a 12. Yeah, there's no blood, there's no gore, there's a number count when people get shot and whatever, but it's the fact of you're still in a game where there is violence, and
there's still guns,
and it makes you desensitized. It desensitizes you, if you're a kid, to the realities of when you see these things happening in real life. Like when we were going away on holiday, the kids saw when we were going through the airport from London, they saw the officers with the guns, the security officers with the guns. Yeah, so they saw them, and then they were like, "Oh my god, Dad, they got a real gun! They got a real gun!" And I'm like, "Yeah, they have." But for them, it's like an excitement thing. Whereas for me, it was more like this is the kind of fear that we're living under. Like, there is a possibility that there could be an attack. There's dangerous people out there and all that stuff. But for the kids, it was more like an excitement. Like, it was fun. Like they were excited about. Like, they saw a Ferrari, for example. That's what it looked like. From what I could see. Whereas for me, I was more like, they're here to protect us. They're here to try and keep us safe from people who could be around us right now, who are actually really dangerous, and we wouldn't even know about it. But they didn't see it that way. And then when I explained to my son later on, like, that's the whole purpose of... Then he was like, oh, I see, blah, blah, blah. But he thought it was just, like, really cool that there was an officer there with a gun in his hand. But that's not what their purpose... It's not for them to look cool. That's not what they're there for.
Don't they have those, like, things in school now where they teach them, like, what to do in an emergency situation? I mean, I haven't been to school for years, but...
I don't know. But yeah, no. In England, there's a new thing now, isn't it? It's see it,
Say it. Something.
say it,
I can't remember it.
something. Yeah. See it, say it,
Sort it.
some shit. Yeah. It's really bad. I've seen it so many times as well. But yeah, it's something like that. But that's what they're teaching in schools. That's what my kids have told me anyway. Anyway, let's just quickly touch on a couple of things Brian has said. Brian said over at YouTube, he's written down, Eugenia takes abuse so well, and no matter how nasty they are to her, she always replies with kindness. It's heartbreaking. To be honest with you, Brian, if that was the case, if there was some truth in what you just said there, she wouldn't be in the state that she's in. She wouldn't be going to rehab for a obviously a disorder. You know, she wouldn't have an eating disorder. You know, she wasn't born. Nobody is born with an eating disorder. It's something you learn to become because of what people say about you, you know. And if she was that tough, if she was able to take that shit, it wouldn't have affected her in the way that it has. So personally, I don't agree with that. I think that's totally ludicrous to suggest that she is able to cope, because she's not. She obviously isn't able to cope, hence why she looks the way that she does. I don't know what you think, Crazy. I mean, do you think she's got good coping mechanisms to deal with the hate?
I mean, to be honest, I'm in the middle about it.
Mm.
You know, at the end of the day, if you got coping mechanisms, then great. If you need professional help, then great. You know, you do you.
Mm.
But to say that she looks okay, it's a very varied opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I just think the like when people say that people have coping mechanisms, they have a good way of coping with things. I wouldn't put her in that list of someone who's able to cope with comments. You know, yeah, she might respond in kindness, but it doesn't mean that it's not affecting her, because it obviously is affecting her, because she's admitted it herself that those negative comments would force her to kind of ignore the root of her problems, which were there. Instead, she would just probably continue. I think
right now, she's just trying to see if she can cope on her own, and then after, she could probably try and seek professional help.
I mean, she's been to rehab for the eating disorder. She's already been, and she's already come out. There's been a lot of controversy. I mean, there's a lot of stuff related with this. There's stuff to do with her friends. There's stuff to do with her parents. Like some people have suggested, like some of her friends have suggested that her parents are actually to be blamed for her condition.
Oh, they're like I wouldn't
even say. I wouldn't even disagree with that, to be honest with you, because if you've got parents and they are looking after your best interest, there is no way they would let you become like that. They would try their best. They would try utmost to make things easy, like to openly tell you, like, you know, like if for example, if my kid's growing up and whatever, and then like he's got a bit of a high pitched voice, or he seems a bit feminine, I wouldn't be scared to ask the question: do you feel gay, or are you attracted to the opposite sex? And I would squash the fact that religion's involved in that. I would just say to him, like, or her, I would just have that open conversation, because I would want them to trust me, to give me, to tell me, at least tell me that is the case, so that I know, but I think, or even with my second and my last, we always having this conversation about weight and eating and stuff like that, because my second he's a giant for his age. He's only 9, but he's the size of a 13, 14-year-old. And then my 8-year-old, she's obviously having issues at school with the whole belly thing. So someone has said something along the way, or she's even looked at it herself. I don't know. But the thing is, it's there. It's happening now, live. What are we doing about it? How are we helping the young kids to cope with this stuff? And my kids, they're not on Instagram, they're not on Facebook, they're not on any social media, so they're getting that feedback from somewhere, and that's happening live. So it's helping them to understand that these things aren't. You can't look at them now because you're too young, and you have to understand that you're going to grow, your body's going to change, you're going to develop. You might get taller, you might get shorter, you might get fatter, you might get skinnier. Anything can happen, but you just got to be willing to roll with the punches, and have good coping mechanisms. When people say stuff to you, like it's just really really sad that a lot of the times our kids don't really know how to deal with stuff like this. And I don't rate people like Eugenia Cooney. They're not people that I think should have a platform, because all they're doing is, I think they're feeding a really bad side of social media. They are assisting others who may, even in themselves, they may look at her and see her as an inspiration, that they want to be like that. And that's scary, mate, because kids would hide that from their parents and would vomit, eat dinner, and then go and vomit it all up. Yeah. I mean, what do you think, Crazy?
Well, sometimes the influencers are not always the greatest. And also as well, I always sometimes find it's the school or college, or even sometimes at work in adults.
Yeah. No, definitely,
It's not just kids, it's everyone. So, and this is why.
Yeah, but I think when you're an adult, I would hope like that when you're an adult, when you see something, you can distinguish between the realities of that. Like a lot of people would know, like Instagram is not a reality of a lot of people's lives. A lot of it is just showing the best.
But then also as well, it's not just the kids. Sometimes it can be adults too.
Yeah, no, definitely. But you would hope as an adult, like, you would distinguish that, like that is not a reality, that a lot of people live, and like, you, like, if we take you personally, Crazy, and then if I said to you, look at this girl, is that an inspiration for you?
To be honest, not really.
There you go. So, because that's not healthy to be that way.
Yeah.
But younger people, like, I'm telling you, my daughter, she'll probably look at her and think, how could I become like that? But because she's not on social media, she's not getting influence. She's not getting that, that exposure to this kind of stuff. But there are lots of other kids, and that are in her school, that are in her class, who are getting exposed to this kind of stuff, and then they are sort of word vomiting to other kids who maybe aren't exposed to social media about, oh, you look fat, or your hair's terrible, or you're too dark, you're too light, you're too this, you're too, what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
That's what I'm thinking.
There's if you don't feel happy with yourself in a person, like as a person, the way you look or the way you feel, like, don't destroy your body. Just like,
I
wouldn't say do something about it. I'd say maybe like talk to someone about it. Like, obviously with yourself, and obviously with like your kids and that. Like, do they ever talk to you about it? Or do they just run up to you and just say, I don't feel happy?
Like, we've had to ban the word fat in our house.
Okay.
Because of our second, we've had to ban that word. Like, no one's allowed to use that word. That word really affects him, because he is obviously bigger than every other kid. He's a giant compared to some of the kids in his school. You know?
Yeah.
But he's always been a big kid. Like he's always been. He's not fat. He's just a really
Big
huge
boned.
kid. You know? Yeah, massive. Like literally. I don't know where he gets the genes from. I mean, he's literally near enough my height. You know, he's nearly 5 foot. No, he is 5 foot. He's 5 foot, and he's only 9. You know, so he's pretty tall for his age. You know, so when he goes to school and stuff, obviously other kids that see him, they see him like this giant amongst kids. You know, he's like on par with teachers' heights. You know, teachers don't talk down to him; they're talking eye level with him. You know, and he's like, "Yo, what's up?" So you know, there's only one other kid in his whole school who's like him, and they're very good friends and stuff. But it's like, you know, we've had to ban words like fat because he says that it really affects him. And I used to use it as a little joke with him. I used to say to him, you know, you're my cute little fat boy and whatever. But it was actually affecting. He didn't like it. You know, he didn't like the fact that he was bigger than everybody. He didn't. I think if he had a choice, he would prefer to be the same as everyone rather than bigger than everybody. So what I've had to do, and Sal has had to do as well, is that we've had to focus on the benefits of being his size.
Yeah.
You know, rather than looking at, because it's so easy to look at all the negatives, like you can't run fast, you can't jump high, you can't, you can't stop, you have to eat more than everybody else. All this, you can look at all this other stuff, but obviously the kid's gonna eat more than everybody else. He's bigger than everybody else, Of course, the kid's not gonna be able to run as fast as everybody else. He's bigger than everyone else, So we look at the stuff that makes him see the positives of being his size. So he's really strong. He's really good at boxing.
Which is obviously,
hence why
for how old is he? 9.
He's 9, yeah.
Yeah, for a 9-year-old, like to feel that way, I kind of get how your son feels, because obviously that's how I got affected in school. But then you know what? Everyone's different.
Yeah.
Everyone takes it differently. So.
And I think they do, and I think it's a big ask. It's a big ask in school. I think a lot of the times you develop and change and grow and become strong when you finish school. But the problem is school has a lot of influence in how long it takes you to become that strong, independent, tough person, that you need to be really when you're quite young. And realize that, you stand on your own 2 feet. You don't need people to stand with you or to hold your hand or to, you can do it without anyone, Brian also put, OMG, just remember that you can go first person with a hooker in the car in GTA.
Oh my God.
And then Brian also put down, yeah, it may internally hurt, but her reaction to it was I was referring to. Oh, I see. Okay. So Brian's basically saying the same thing we were saying. It's not the fact that it's how she reacts when people say stuff about her. She reacts in a positive way, not in a negative way. So tit for tat, basically. Also, Brian put, since her return, the likes and love towards her content compared to before is a huge U-turn, and I think that can only be a positive thing for her. But I'm just hoping that she realizes herself that the way that she looks and the size that she is not healthy, and that she's making a conscious effort to let the people who watch her, who are her fans, who are influenced by her, that, because a lot of the times this is the other thing as well, is when you do get quite big on YouTube and on Twitch and any social media platform, Instagram, you become driven by the audience's reaction. So is she tough enough to take the loss of subscribers in order to drive a positive outlook, in the sense of what she's like, you shouldn't aspire to be like. is she able to do that sort of stuff, and if she is, that will make a massive difference in the sense of the respect that she'll get from people like myself, because she's doing it not for the numbers. She's doing it because she genuinely doesn't want anyone else to have to go through what she's had to go through, if that makes any sense. And I think then that will have that adverse effect on younger people who do follow her, that it is not healthy to be like that. That shouldn't be an inspiration. Because believe it or not, there is something called the Eugenia Cooney body thing, where girls are actually trying to look like trying to make their body like hers, which is it's an absolute shocker. Trust me, I even know I was a bit like whatever. But anyway, crazy. Anything else you want to add before we move on to the last and final topic?
No.
Any tips you want to give to any potential listeners out there? I mean, obviously, Crazy's a young lady, and she can give a lot of advice, especially to the young ladies out there, because she's got a lot of life points. I would say, knowing the girl for the amount of time I know her. She's busy eating right now.
Sorry. See, it's always about food.
We talk about this topic, she has to go and eat. Typically.
See,
no, anyway,
I don't care. I'd say don't be a black sheep. Just do you. You do you. And if you don't like the outcome, so be it. If nobody likes the outcome, then you just be positive and just stick to it. And don't believe.
There's anything wrong with that, yeah.
And don't make everybody's negative comments be the negative in
you. Yeah. I think that is really, really interesting. We were going to move on to the last and final topic, which was to do with Minecraft. I think we're going to have to move this to next week because we've just crossed the 2-hour mark. I've just realised on today's podcast, and I hate to be the party pooper, but obviously we normally just do an hour and a half, but somehow we've managed to cross 2 hours. So we're going to have to call it there, unfortunately, guys. We'll move the Minecraft to next week. Hopefully T4's back to usual. I mean, the thing is, the kids are back at school now. Okay, good news. So the thing is I'm able to. I've got so much more time on my hands to actually get on with projects for YouTube and for Twitch and the live streams and all that good stuff. I can concentrate. I've got more time. So even yesterday, I managed to edit the whole of my creation vlog. So now all I've got to do is put all the fun stuff into it. I think that vlog is going to be like over 4 or 5 series, maybe, because it's so massive. It's like an hour and 13 minutes right now without anything added to it, like no funny stuff. So it might be over like 4 vlogs, possibly, to kind of like showcase the whole trip. Because otherwise I don't want to make them too long. I think people get bored if it's too long. So we'll see how we get on. But I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody for joining us as always. Apologies that we couldn't get through to the last one. We probably could have, but I know it's going to take another half an hour or so to do that topic. So we'll leave it for next week. We still have to do. We have got some other things to talk about next week, so we can always add it to that agenda, and hopefully we'll start it. We'll start next week's podcast with that topic. Keep everyone happy. Dennis will probably be here to talk about it as well. So, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody for joining us as always. A big shout out goes out to the guys over at youtube.com. Massive shout out goes out to the guys over at twitch.tv. Also, a big shout out goes out to obviously Crazy Holes 95 for joining us as a guest on today's show. Thank you very much, Crazy. Thank you. And also, obviously, we can't stop without saying a massive thank you to the sponsors, because without them, this isn't really possible. A massive shout out goes out to Cinch Gaming, City Keys, and not forgetting there's infamous people over at Racer.com, the T4 Army merchandise, G2A, G3G, Streamlabs, the Gaming Pad, and not forgetting there's infamous people over at Epic Games, keeping us kind of okay with the supporter creator code. If you guys want to support your boy, 2025 is the word, is the place, is the name. Check it out. and use it if you're buying anything from Epic, and I get a little something from it. Easy peasy. Did you buy your friggin' battle pass yet? If you did, use the creator code, and you can actually gift the battle pass now. I didn't even realize you could do that, but you can actually gift it now to people if you want. But that's it. We'll be back tomorrow with Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm gonna try it.
Sweet.
Gonna try it. We're gonna try and get on the Red Dead 2 tomorrow. It'll be maybe an early stream, maybe an afternoon stream. I'm not 100%. But be here or be square. Time is to be confirmed as always. But that is the stream that's supposed to happen tomorrow. So we'll see how we get on. It's a Saturday. It's the first day off from the school. It's always a problem. The weekend's always an issue. I know Sunday for 100% we're not doing GTA because Sunday I've got a party to do, and then we're going out for my brother-in-law's 40th. Oh, he doesn't know anything about it, by the way, so don't tell him. Yeah, that's basically what's happening. I shouldn't have said that out loud. I think my wife's going to kill me now because she's going to be like, "Why have you said that for? What if one of them watches it?" They don't watch my videos. We should be okay. But anyway, I will see you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, on Red Dead Redemption 2. Please don't hold me to it if I don't end up streaming. But I'm planning to, okay? It's a plan. Let's make it happen, hopefully. But anyway, I will see you guys then. But until then, guys, as always, stay safe, stay awesome, and peace.